Hi guys, my name's Jessa Fechtenberg, and this is going to be my submission for the presentation part of Project 3. Sadly, I am not wearing a costume. I was going to, but ended up not being able to. So, jumping right into it, my three sources for Project 3 are the literacy narrative from Project 1, a research paper on James Madison, and basing off of Project 2 from my discourse community, the Poetry Club, I will be using a storytelling poem. Now, to answer the research question, which is what intentional shifts were made to communicate across spaces? The way I will be answering this question in my writing that I will submit is comparing probably two against the other one. For example, the literacy narrative and the research paper are going to be a lot similar switches than maybe the poem would, because a poem, especially a storytelling one, is more free writing. You're not answering a research question, you're not answering any specific, you're not going based off of any specific guidelines. In free writing, you just write. If it's, in this case, it's a storytelling poem, so it's going to be less free writing, but it's meant to be more free writing. Then it's more codes and switches of free writing than it would if it were the research paper or the literacy narrative. And I will point out those in the essay that I write, like specific examples. Another way I could do it is basing off of the literacy narrative and the poem against the research paper is, in the literacy narrative and the poem, because they're both sort of storytelling writings, it will be more of like their codes and switches will be similar in that sense. So I'll use that and examples from that to put it against the research paper. And then another way that the literacy narrative and the research paper would be similar is because they are both more chronologically ordered. Their switches between those are going to be different from the poem, because a poem doesn't necessarily have to go in chronological order as how these specific pieces were written. They were written from this time to this time to this time, just in that sense. So in that sense, those switches will be different as well. So basing it off of the way I'm going to compare it, you can see how my essay will be written out, how it will be structured, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So goodbye, hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you could hear me. Bye.